Hey guys, it's Dr. Jones. Some people have been telling me they want me to do a video on this, and I'm sorry it took me a little bit of time, but here it is. I'm going to be telling you how to, you can begin creating a character and how to load the sprites into Fighter Factory. I'll tell you where I think is a good place to start, where you can get your sprites if you don't know how to sprite yourself, how you can get your palette to work correctly, because it can be difficult to get that colorful background to disappear. And I'll tell you how to load the sprites into Fighter Factory and group them together, and how to add maybe newly acquired sprites or switch out a sprite that you have with another one already, and to keep the palette for that new sprite the same as all the other sprites. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this in Fighter Factory 3. I'll post a link to the download to it in the description. I would recommend using Fighter Factory 3 for this, because if you're using an older version of Fighter Factory, it's laid out a little bit differently and it's not going to work the same. And I don't know, if you follow what I say like word by word, it might not work out for you in an older version. So I would recommend downloading this one. I would recommend starting then with a character template. I downloaded this. It's N64 Mario's template. I got it from his website. Here, I'll put a link to this in the description too. Right here's the download for it. It's just down the page a little bit, and then you can download it, and then once you unzip it and save it, and I have a character creation folder that I'm saving stuff into. So once you save it, you just go to Project Open, and here I saved the folder as template, and then you're going to open it. Comes with a player.def file. So you're going to open that, and it's going to look like this when you open it. It's all blank. My character that I'm creating, which is a Ryu, I filled most of this out already. You put the name of the character here, whatever you're naming it. I'm naming it TU because my name's Trevor, and this is Trevor's Ryu. The display name then, so what his name's going to be in Mugen, he's going to be Ryu. The version date, I just put the date that I started working on, and it was late last night. And then the Mugen version he's going to be compatible with, which is 1.0. I'm Dr. Jones, and then I have one palette for him, so I put, the number 1 palette there. I don't have any other ones, otherwise you could put like 1, a 2, and like go on with all of them. And then these are the files that are necessary for a character, otherwise they will not work. You have the command, the constants, and the states, the common states, the sprites, animations, all that good stuff. The only thing this template doesn't come with is a common CNS, and where you get that is if you go to the data file for your Mugen, right there it is, common1.cns. So you can just copy that and then paste that with the template file where all the other ones are, and then when you load this up again, when you load it up again and you go to states, then right there it'll be. So I recommend using a character template because it gives you a good base to start with. It makes the task of creating a character seem like a little bit less. On this one specifically, he has comments all throughout everything to really to give you little pointers and little tips. It can be pretty helpful. He's even got difficulties here of how difficult he thinks it is to do these different things. So moving on to sprites then. This is where the sprites are. This is where you load them in at. The SFF file that this came with already has some groups in it. The 9000 is for your portraits. Index 0 is for the tiny portrait on the character select screen. The index 1 is for the big portrait after when you put the cursor over a character. And then all these 5000 ones, those are all the get hit sprites for when your character gets hit. And then it also has some animations in here, which is nice. So then if you put in say you're putting in your crouching strong sprite and you don't know what group to put it in, right there the number of that, it tells you what group it should be in. And then the index, you just put them in sequential order of how they happen. Personally, I just deleted the SFF file because I found it easier to just load all the images in new and give them the group and index myself, rather than, because when I get to these get hit ones here, you have to start loading them in with in a little bit differently, and I just didn't want to risk messing myself up. I just wanted to be consistent the whole way throughout. So to get your sprites then, if you don't know how to sprite yourself, you can go, I went to this website here, InfinityMugenTeam. I'll put a link to this too in the description for you. And you just click on sprites here. They've got sprites from a ton of games. I got my Ryu sprites from here, the Street Fighter 3rd Strike. But for this, I'm going to be using these Takuma sprites here. So once you click on that, you download it, unzip it into your character creation folder, whatever you're using. You're going to want to open this. This is the palette effects, the editor thing. So then you're going to want to go here, load a new image, go to your character, doing Takuma, and you're going to, I use their idle animation because it's got all their colors in it that they need. It's got all like the white of everything. It's all his colors there, because you're going to be using this palette for every sprite of the character. So then, how to get rid of this background? That's the big question. You're going to want to, down here in the palette, you're going to want to identify the color that is the color of the background, which for this is this very bright pink. And you're going to want to go here. This is index 0. I believe in the older Fighter Factories, this one is index 0. That's why I said I recommend using Fighter Factory 3, because I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to risk messing you guys up. So for this one, this is index 0, and what index 0 does is it tells Fighter Factory, like, don't draw this color. So when you load the sprite in, then by doing over here, when you load the sprite in, it's going to leave it blank like that, and that color, it won't be in it, so it'll just be the character. There won't be a background or anything, which is what you need. So I have the color here, and I changed it to that. How I got there, that in custom colors is kind of so you click on it and add it to custom colors. But then, so I have that in here, and then this one I need to make the color that was the color of index 0, which is this black here. So then that, and then it's going to switch these colors, which is okay, that's not a concern. But this is the palette we're going to be using then. So you're going to go here, you're going to want to save the color. It's going to save it as a .act file. So we'll just save that there for now. And then after you do that, you're going to want to go to this, which is insert the current palette in the images. You click that, and then you can just shift left click the first one and the last one, and it'll select all of them. You hit open, and then that's going to apply this palette to all of those sprites. So then you can close this, go here, add one or more palettes, and then right here we got the Takuma.act file, which is the palette. And then right there you have it. That's your palette for the character. And then to load the sprite in, then you're going to go over here, select the first sprite. This is his very first idle animation, which goes under group 0, index 0, and then I crop the image before the axis to so that I can be more consistent with the character sizes, because when you look at the x-axis and y-axis here, if you don't crop it, the pictures won't be very consistent. Like for example, Ryu here, all his idle animations here are the same width. They're all 78. So then I can make sure, I can know then that this is gonna need to be the x-axis. If it were like wider on one side, it has a potential then of messing up where the x-axis is gonna be, and it just crops it then right around the character, so it makes it real nice to work with. So then right there it is. Then you got it. It got rid of the background. He's looking good, and he's ready to go. Then you can just keep adding the sprites in then. So say then you went and you got some new sprites that you wanted to add in. When you go to open it, then we'll just say it's index. Do index 1. When you go to open it, it's going to give you this warning, and that's that's bad already. So you open it then, and you just get that pink border around it. It didn't want to work with this palette here, so we'll just delete that. The way to get that to work then, you want to go to the palette effects, and all you have to do, you click on that, you open the palette, and then you hit this button again to apply the color, and we're in the Takuma New, and you just apply it to all them, and then you can close that. So then you try to open that picture again. I'll crop it again, and oh yeah, I'll just use the next one. Okay, and there you have it. It got rid of the pink background on it. So as I work through making my own character, I'll be posting more videos up for you guys on character creation, or if you have any more questions about like anything with character creation at all, I'll make a video about that for you, whether or not I'm at that point in my character. Just anything you need help with, I'll make a video about. But I just thought like if I created a character and just made videos about it, as I went along, I thought that would be pretty helpful for you guys, just to see me going through it at the same time. I'll also be doing more videos on tutorials in other areas of Mugen really soon too. Like in the next few days here, you can expect a video or two on just different other things you can do with Mugen. Character order in arcades. I have a plan to make a video on that here in the next day or two, and some stuff with stages. So be on the lookout. I also wanted to say that I greatly appreciate all the feedback that you guys have been giving me, and I wanted to thank those of you who subscribed for subscribing to me. I hope that I can help you all out in one way or another. That was my goal with this channel, just to kind of bring all the information out there on how to do different things in Mugen together and into one spot, so that you don't have to do all this searching around. You can just come to one spot and get the information that you need. So yeah, that's all that I have for you. This was Dr. Jones, and I'll see y'all later.